Good afternoon. I keep wanting to say good morning because it's kind of morning for us, but go ahead and pull that over a little bit because I moved it last night. I forgot. Okay, that's a little better. So, hope this finds you well. Happy Thursday. We are having coffee with Panda. And we have a lot of things that have changed over the last couple of weeks. I'm on new medication and now drinking a cup of sadness. And I'm trying not to make sadness. I am having to do decaf now. So I have gone to decaf green tea and then herbal tea, which is awesome. I love herbal tea. It doesn't have the caffeine in it, so I don't have to change anything there. But we've been making some changes and for health stuff. So it's but and it's been a busy last couple of weeks. So current media spoilers. If you don't want spoilers on TV shows that are on currently streaming, Young Sherlock and Scarpetta in particular. Come back later at the 10-minute mark. Or after just kind of, do the whole thing for the next 10 minutes. So we have a TV, but we ever use it except for the occasional DVD, and that's usually if we have guests over. So we will stream stuff, usually on Amazon. Tubo?
Tubi.
Tubi?
Or
there's another platform that we'll occasionally watch too.
Plex, maybe. Where it's appearing.
I'm going to turn this other light on.
Plex is another one. I watch all my X-Files on Tubi, I think it is.
But these in particular are on Amazon, and we watched Kidman, and it's really good. I haven't read Patricia Cornwell's books. I don't know if I would get into them, so I will have to check one out from the library or something and see if it's something. If it's a rabbit hole I want to dive down.
So grab one in paperback from the library one day.
But Nicole Kidman was brilliant in it. And she's like the lead medical examiner, coroner. Well, not really coroner, but Emmy, yeah. And Jamie Lee Curtis is in it and plays her eccentric sister. And her character is so over the top. It is insane. It is very funny. You want to strangle her most of the time, but
I really like the retired detective in that.
Her husband, who used to be her old Nicole Kidman's Scarpetta's old partner, who kind of got drug out of retirement to be her new partner in an old case. And it's very cool how they do the flashback sequences. You see the progress from what happened with the one that made her to that case rehashing basically, and then kind of doubting what they originally assumed was the truth the first time. But the dynamic between those two characters is a lot of fun to watch. He's probably my favorite character. He's just like old Brooklyn cop turned detective, but it's well written. Patricia actually makes a parent's swearing her in as the ME. And so it was really cool to see. I like when the authors get to be in the movies. I know Stephanie Meyer did that with Twilight in a couple of spots. So I want to say she was at the wedding too. She showed up in the cafe.
She was in the cafe sitting there doing something.
Yeah, she was ordering pie or something at the cafe.
Yeah.
And there's been a few other people that I want to say, hasn't Stephen King shown up in?
He's been in, I think, a couple of his different movies.
Yeah.
Or TV series. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I recall.
So I think there's a few authors that they make sure that they're, tucked in there somewhere. Patterson, I think, maybe.
He's even been in some of the
episodes
of Castle.
Yeah.
He appears as one of the poker buddies or whatever.
I love watching Castle and seeing the author's poker game.
Yeah.
Because they usually have some pretty big names in there. The one screenwriter's a regular that, he's always in there. But it's just, Scarpetta's good. It's worth a watch. If you're squeamish, do not watch it. It's kind of like one of those CSI shows where there's a lot of, body parts and stuff and surgery kind of thing, but it's not crazy enough to where it set him off. He was fine watching it, but I think if they pushed
almost all of it.
Yeah.
There was one scene I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to look out I'm going to look out the
window.
I'm going to look towards the bedroom door there for a minute, and then when it passed, I was like, okay, I'm all right.
I'm okay for most of it, but yeah. But I didn't have any issues with this one. There's some twists and turns, and some of the characters that I liked in the beginning, I wasn't too sure about in the end. But if you love Jamie Lee Curtis, her character in this is so great, and you love her and you hate her.
She's a trip and a half.
Yeah, but the old beat cop, the old retired detective, he's the viewer's choice for this one. The other one that we streamed was the first season, and both of these are first seasons, and I'm hoping that they both come back. I know Scarpetta is actually in production, and they're doing season 2 next year, as far as I know, from what it said. Young Sherlock, I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it. Young Sherlock was brilliant. Loved it. Loved the storyline. Again, spoiler, if you don't want to hear about it, go away now. You got 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're, so his sidekick is Moriarty. My absolute favorite character. He's Irish, he's sass, and we absolutely adore him. The actor is brilliant. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything else, and I don't know if this is the first time he's done anything, but he's nailed it. It does, I won't lie, feel like the Moriarty show.
At least for the first half.
Yeah, for most of it. But I love his accent. I love he's rambunctious and, totally Irish. Love him. I don't know if the actor himself is actually Irish or not, but he pulls it off. And just really good. But if you are a purist when it comes to Sherlock, there are some things that I was kind of not okay with. Like, they accredited Moriarty as kind of the power behind Sherlock and how he became who he is. They kind of hint that, he learned the violin from Moriarty. He learned deduction from Moriarty.
But then they put a scene in later when he's a child playing the violin, like in the music room in their house.
Yeah. So
it's like, okay, so which is it? Because
but what were some of the other things that we were kind of like?
The opium addiction.
Yeah.
Or the addict part.
Well, no, the end. Okay, so the original Sherlock Conan Doyle versus Elementary.
Yeah.
Elementary, he was an opium addict. He was a heroin addict. Which Elementary, if you haven't seen, is really good. We've already watched it twice.
Yeah.
Through. It's the one with Lucy Liu. Really good, love it. But I love all the Sherlock shows, and I've watched like the original Sherlock, the vintage ones. My daughter grew up on those. Whereas I liked Basil Rathbone. She actually likes Howard. And I like Howard too a lot. So, but there's different, versions of Sherlock. And of course, Cumberbatch. I adore that one. That one is just, I love it. They did really well with that series. The episodes were kind of weird. Like there was like 3 episodes per season or something like that, and there was like 2 or 3 seasons, and they had another episode in there. It was just weird how they did it. But Moriarty in that one is really good. The actors, everybody in that one did a brilliant job. Watson, of course, was he played
Martin.
Bilbo in The Hobbit.
Martin.
I can't think of it. I know, but I
Martin
can't
Freeman.
Think of Martin Freeman. Okay.
Martin.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But Cumberbatch was just amazing in that role. Loved it. But young Sherlock, like I said, there's some things that were attributed to Sherlock that's been canon that they kind of shifted to Moriarty in this one. So if you're a purist, you might have some issues with it, but the acting is really good. The storyline is really good. It's basically back when they were in school together, or they were in school.
Oxford.
They were in school together.
Yeah, Oxford.
And Moriarty ends up getting out, kicked out. There's some twists and turns with Sherlock's sister. There's some crazy stuff with his dad. Just there's a lot of subplots. A lot of fun, great momentum, and definitely it was, there was 8 episodes up. We binged 4
a day
twice.
Yeah.
So it's easy to watch.
I think it was well paced because we watched.
We did like through dinner, and then we'll like chill out for the rest of the night, and we just went ahead and binged 4 episodes.
Yeah, our Tuesday and Thursday were last week were 4 hours of Sherlock.
Yeah, because we had a lot of stuff going on, during the day. It's been a busy couple of weeks, so the stress relief was definitely needed, but highly recommend Scarpetta. Highly recommend Young Sherlock. If you have not watched the Cumberbatch version, definitely need to go watch that. We've watched that one maybe 3 times through. Elementary is also very good. I have read some of the Arthur Conan Doyle stories. I have several copies of different things, and my daughter was raised on it. She loves Sherlock. And so that's, been nice finding another Sherlock. And there is another movie or another series called Young Sherlock that's been out for a number of years. That's good too. And that's, I think, more true to canon. I think, if I remember right. It's been a long time since I've watched it,
I'm trying to remember. There's the one that's actually about his sister. Like the whole thing is like revolves around his sister.
Oh, Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes is a really, really good series.
That one is very well done too.
And that is Henry Cavill as Sherlock.
Yeah.
You see him in a few parts, and their mother is Helena Bonham Carter, who I adore. And it's very very good. If you loved her as Bellatrix in Harry Potter, you've got to see her as Mrs. Holmes, because she is a hoot and a half. But yeah, so should have named this episode the Sherlock episode. but yeah, just Sherlock Holmes and Arthur Conan Doyle's work is very near and dear to our hearts. So so other than that, spoilers are done. So
new stickers.
About 15 minutes into it. Yeah. So project updates.
New project updates, yes.
I am putting in a sticker order. All new stickers. I've been making them on Twitch. So if you see a sticker episode, watch it, because that's
some of the VODs that are already up.
Yeah,
you'll want to go back and take a look at those for the artwork on those. And that'll give you what the sticker looks like.
Yeah,
at the very least.
Yeah. So I've been having fun doing that, and I have a shop locally that is cleaning me out of stickers, which is a good problem to have. But yeah, that order is going in today, and I say here's a sneak peek at some of them. So we have the Bumblebee. You get the light down on here, so it's a little easier to see. So you have the Bumblebee.
There we go.
We have Egbert or Greg.
Greg, was it Greg?
Yeah, okay. Greg. We have our chicken.
Mm-hmm.
We have Pride Frog for Hold Space.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And then our marshmallow, our new. This is the new version of the marshmallow bunny, marshmallow roasting bunny over the dumpster fire. We have our bookworm.
Mm-hmm.
We have our capybara. It just says meh. We have Charlie, who's based on my first ever pet. And no, that's not my security password. Make sure not to do anything personal. We have our narwhal. This was the popular vote. Was the feeling a bit stabby. We have our cat, which is based on Stephanie, who was my 14-year-old Tonkinese that has little white milk drool on the dark chin. So it's not exactly like her, but. And then we have our new moth. It says I've seen things, and it's a black and white grayscale grayscale sticker. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. I'm probably gonna swap one of those out. I'm not sure. I'm still looking through the stickers that have been requested, the ones that I've drawn, and so I'm one, maybe 2 of them might get swapped out for something, but because I want to do my Yeti that's got the little flowers in her hair, Sweet Pea, and she was always on paper backing.
On the paper backing.
She wasn't a vinyl cut, so these are vinyl cut. And shout out to Sticky Brands, who I use for all my stickers now. Sticker app, I do the minis through them, but I haven't for a while supported Sticker Mule because of their political alignment. And granted, there's a lot of companies that I support or that I utilize, not necessarily support, but my purchases are a form of support. Sometimes you can't get around it, sometimes you can, but you got to take a stand where you can, and not making the choice to go away from Sticker Mule, which I had 7 accounts with them, because that way you could get all the discount stuff. But and they all knew it was going the same address and same credit card and everything. Nobody ever said anything, and they only ever talked to me. But with Sticky Brand, I can actually order all 10 stickers under the same coupon, which is nice. So I'm utilizing them. And like I said, if you have the options to really take a deep dive into a company, their environmental impact, carbon footprint, what their policies are on kind of, that stuff. And if it doesn't align with you, don't use them. If you have the option, as an indie creative that works in several different industries, that does a lot of different things, it's sometimes hard to find things that align. And it's okay, do I support them, or do I place an order that gets the word out, gets my voice out, and impacts it in a different way? Like Spoonflower, I will not use anything with polyester, any kind of orders or anything like that, because the environmental impact is atrocious for polyester. It's known to be toxic to your skin. The process in making it is horrible. The process in making bamboo fabric, bamboo for the most part is fine. Bamboo fabric in particular, the environmental impact is really bad. That's also a part of my stance on AI, is the environmental impact it's killing us even quicker than before environmentally. And but that's a whole nother podcast. In fact, we did a podcast, but taking a stand on things that align, things that don't align, is important. And your money is your voice. So, I'm happy to find these other companies that do align, that have really great products. I will not shirk on the quality on stuff, so I'm always getting proof copies of things and that kind of thing. We've had issues with, he finally made another one. Looks like someone got herself some sun. Hey, no, not well. I'm always pale. I'm not usually out in the sun a whole lot, but we have been going around, getting out now that the weather's a little better, but it's getting in the 80s already. But then it'll be like 40 at night. And it's just, Mother Nature is drunk. Whoever's holding her beer, pour it out, because good to see you though. But yeah, we actually didn't do a stream last week, because we were out
Thursday.
Yeah, because we had gone to New Albany for a couple of days. So, but yeah, what was I saying? I don't remember now.
You're talking about product quality and political stance, and
I know the last thing I said. I'm trying to rewind in my brain. But yeah, so Ingram Spark. So
the 800-pound elephant.
Doing my normal sitting here in the camper crocheting. Yay! Oh, I found some some crochet stuff. Take a look at my. Actually, you're not on my Ko-fi. I will send you an image of. I found these pot holders in a peddler mall locally. $1 unlocks all of my posts on Ko-fi. So if you ever want to subscribe, just do $1 and you'll be able to get in all the stuff. But there's a photo of a pot holder that's in the shape of a heart, which I'm usually not much for heart stuff, but this looks like it's got separate pieces that are woven,
interlocking.
Yeah, and it's like different strips, but they're all woven, and it's really pretty. And I'm like,
I forget what you called that. Did you call that?
It reminds me of the Danish hearts.
Danish hearts.
It reminds me of the Danish paper hearts that are really hard to make, that are, woven in the center like basket weave. But I'll send you a photo of it. It's pretty cool. Ingram Spark has their quality control has gone to seed. It's been really, really bad. A client of mine, and I was really upset. I'm still really upset that this tainted her first book publishing experience, because we got the books, the proofs were, proofs were fine except for one thing. We changed it, that was fixed. But then we ordered 108 books, 4 cases. They all came with smudges and dots on them. And her book is a fine art book. So it was really upsetting. And we got them to, it took an extra 2 weeks after that to get them to reprint them. They sent the next batch, same thing. The excuse they gave me was that it was an overused paper roller. I'm sorry, it shouldn't have left the warehouse. I don't know what their quality control is like, but their quality control is not good enough. So be forewarned. And this is mostly for like picture books. I have heard that KDP has better printing and that Lulu has better printing. KDP bookstores won't buy from. Lulu is who we're going with now. We've got proofs on the way. We ordered them this morning. I'm hoping that we're going to have books for her show on the 18th, but it's, we had to pay expedited shipping just to get the proofs here, and I want physical proofs, especially after Ingram. So after they reprinted, they arrived with UPS's manhandled it, and she pulled into her driveway to see boxes that were split open, had water damage, were bent. That wasn't on Ingram. That was on UPS. Yeah. And they're supposed to file a claim with UPS. It's been very frustrating. We just have a refund pending from Ingram, so that hopefully 5 to 7 days we'll have the other proof and we can get another expedited shipment. But the books are more expensive, and she's already got like over 300 orders. And they're all having to wait. So I've been posting on the publishing, social media that here's the blunt truth of what's going on, why we don't have copies yet. And it's just the fact that I've gotten any customer service from Ingram is good, but the quality control, nope. So we are moving to Lulu with that. Now Lulu still uses Ingram Sparks distribution. So does Draft to Digital. All of them, with the exception of Amazon, has their own. But again, bookstores will not buy from Amazon because they are a competitor. So if you are just wanting to get your book out in the world and you don't care and you just want people to buy it, go for Amazon. You don't even have to buy an ISBN because you can use theirs. If you are an imprint, though, like I am, because I have Dragonfly Press Publishing, you need to go through something that has distribution. So can't use KDP, although I may, for a personal project of mine, I may go through KDP just to get the guide out. But I will most likely go through Lulu because I want to do it spiral bound because it's a workbook. But it's been very frustrating, and it's been very frustrating for her, which just breaks my heart, because your first, she did have the experience of getting her first copy, and she cried, and I loved that, she got emotional over it. But this was a 10-year project for her, and it's just been super frustrating and disheartening for her. And I have been like on it and up their butts, but it takes 2 to 3 days for them to even get back to me, and then by the time they respond to the next one, and it's been pulling teeth. So yeah.
Can I make a comment here?
Yeah.
Real quick? I have ordered, now granted they were gaming books,
cool,
but gaming books usually have a pretty high bar for,
Mm-hmm.
Being hardcover, having great print quality, at the text size that the book is printed, and whatever art, black and white or otherwise, tends to be very, very crisp, very nice looking.
Yeah, those are the ones from Lulu.
I have the big Osric book you bought me
Mm-hmm.
was through through Lulu, and one other second edition book that I got originally. Um, between the time I ordered the one book and the other, it looks like their paper is better. It's thicker. Like the book is like 400 pages, but it's like this thick.
Yeah.
Whereas the same page count, like 395 pages on the other book, is like this thick.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they upgraded their paper quality and
Probably
aren't really charging that much more for it. We'll see when the proof copies arrive on her book and everything. Yeah. It'd be interesting.
I've never had an issue with Lulu. My first ever book that I did was a little 4x6 book called Insect Haiku, which I am re-releasing also through Lulu. I'm going to do it 5x7 size though, because haiku is 575 with the syllables. And somebody was like, why did you do 5.7 and 5x7? And I'm like, oh, good idea. Okay. So I'm re-releasing it. It's going to have more artwork. It's going to have more of a tutorial in there and more of the history on haiku. So I'm looking forward to releasing that this year. But yeah, Lulu, I don't have any doubts unless they've changed over the years. But seeing the ones that he bought within the last couple of years, it's not, their quality is good, and they have a better quality control system in place. And Ingram uses different printers throughout the world, which I think Lulu does too. I'm not sure. But I'm doing a deep dive currently in figuring out which printers these companies are using, so I know which ones to avoid. But and I've been on the fence with the Billy the Bear books continuing to go through Ingram, because we haven't had any issues with those except for a couple of weird circumstances, but nothing like what she's been going through with this one. And she has 400 or 216 books now that I think she's got maybe less than 20 decent copies that she can actually scavenge, that she would put like in, she's talked about putting them in like little libraries and that kind of thing.
Free libraries.
The little free libraries, it's it's out there and nobody's gonna stick their nose up at the quality. Not to mention it's in an outdoor little box, so it's most likely gonna have damage anyway. So it's like at least something so that these don't get trashed. I also told her after we move, if she wanted to, she can give me the rest of them. I'll strip all the book board out and I'll repulp the paper and make it into new paper. Got a manuscript that I would love to get done up, but think I would only do it as an ebook. Send it to me if you want. I sent the right picture. Sorry, I'm off topic. Oh, no worries. But hit me up and I can either guide you how to do it yourself, or help you with layout or whatever. So let me know. Drop me a note and I'll send you that picture. Are you on my Discord? Remind me. I don't think you're on my Discord. Need to recover the manuscript from cracked external hard drive. You were, but dropped it. Yeah, the Discord, I've actually kind of weaned off a few servers because there were so many. I'm still on way too many, but yeah. But so that's the kind of update for this week. Keep an eye on social for the stickers. I have been putting the stickers in Discord in my community to weigh in on different versions. which most of them have been pretty unanimous. So I will have that order in today, and I will probably have stickers in the next 10 days, maybe. And so my snail mail people will be getting new stickers. So I'm excited about that. But we will be back next week.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I know, because my daughter is going to be moving here soon, so we'll see. So, but Thursday should be fine. So Thursday we'll be here. And my next live stream is on Twitch at noon Eastern Standard, and all the links for what we talked about will be in after the episode today. But thanks for being here. We appreciate you, and we hope that things are going well in your part of the world. Stay safe, stay well, wear your mask, wash your hands, take care of each other, and we will see you next week. And I am trying to figure out, my normal button is not here. End stream. Okay, they moved it. Anyway,
they shifted it.